we'll get started in about 5 minutes. They're just lining up and some graduates are still coming in. I need Nevaeh Crafts family. Where are you? Okay, thank you. What's your child's name? Hudson? Yeah. Who has Hudson for Nevaeh's family? Who has Hudson?
He's right there.
Where?
Right there.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that round of applause as they walked in. If you're able, please stand for the national anthem played by our violin instructor, Miss Robin Jedlicka. Okay, can everyone hear me? Okay, thank you. Hello, my name is Shanae Golden, and I am the director and founder. Thank you. I'm the director and founder of the CTM Academy. For any of you who are not aware of the history of the CTM Academy, this school initiated to be the school that serves foster youth, juvenile justice youth, and expelled students. I chose this population because the graduation rate for this group is very low. So we use trauma-informed care and in-house social services to help our students and families cross the finish line and earn a high school diploma. And what we have found through the years is that there are students who are not in the juvenile justice system or foster care system, but they're behind in school as well. And then they started to enroll. Then we also began to enroll students who had dreams of graduating high school early to initiate college or to work full-time to save for college. The CTM Academy was their flexible option to achieve that goal. So while the CTM Academy was initially formed to serve a particular niche of students, we then realized that there are other students who can benefit from our programming as well. So, you may be seated, students. Each year, we are absolutely amazed at the resilience and perseverance of each of our students to cross the finish line and obtain their high school diploma. So I usually open the ceremony by listing, some of the things our students had to endure to get here, and then I talk about how proud I am of them. But today we're going to do something a little different. We decided on doing a visual demonstration, okay? So we're going to begin, as I said, with a visual demonstration, and we're going to ask the students to stand when this is your category, all right? And if you don't prefer to stand, we understand that as well. Okay, so graduates, please stand if you are a first-generation graduate. You're the first person in your family to get a high school diploma. All right, thank you. Okay, next question. So graduates, Please stand if you came to the CTM Academy behind in credits, but you came and got caught up, and that's why you're here today. That's right. Okay, have a seat. Thank you. Okay, this is a newer category for us, graduates. How many of you are parents? Hand up. Okay. Yes. We know how difficult that is to stay in school and get your high school diploma with children. Another one. How many of you are early graduates? How many of you graduated early? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see if we have a couple of these. How many of you work full time? There we go. Full time. Okay, down to our last three. So graduates, how many of you overcame numerous obstacles in your childhood, but you stand here today, resilient and a graduate? Okay. You should see all these smiles I'm seeing. They're so proud and they're just smiling. Two more. How many of you came to graduate early so you could work full time and save for college? I know we have at least one. Okay. All right. Okay, and the last one, and I hear this all the time from our students. How many of you never thought you would graduate high school? Don't be bashful. Never. Okay, thank you. This is what students told me when they finished their high school diploma. They said, Ms. Shanae, I'm a first generation graduate, and they just went on and on. So I thought we would highlight some of these. So we celebrate our graduates, and we know what you've had to endure to get here. Moving from home to home as a foster youth, trying to positively reinvent yourself while within the juvenile justice system. Some of you had midnight baby feedings. One of you, I know at least, took your SAT a week after giving birth. Some of you were even homeless, but you're here today. The CTM Academy and everyone here applauds your diligence and commitment to completing your high school diploma. So our students have asked for certification programs, as many wanted to go right into the workforce after they received their high school diploma. So we answered that request by creating certificate and on-the-job training programs last year. We are proud to announce that this is our first year graduating not only students with a high school diploma, but also students who have earned their state credential as a certified nursing assistant. First year. At another request, students also asked to have someone to talk to. In essence, what they were truly asking for was mental health services. So at the end of last year, we also hired our first licensed clinical social worker who is available to meet with all of our students remotely or in person, absolutely free. Thank you. Thank you. Tina Parham Arujo, she's here somewhere, but she's our licensed clinical social worker, and I cannot mention her name without proudly informing that her clinical counseling and social work degree is from the Harvard University. Okay. The certificate programs and mental health services have been a positive game changer, and we thank our students for that feedback. So what has happened, whether these students realize it or not, is that they have become stewards for their future and that their voice matters. So keep speaking up and advocating for yourself and watch the positive outcomes continue to flow. That said, let us begin with our principal's message. So please welcome our principal, Ms. Julie Grissom.
Good evening, and a warm welcome to our graduating students and their proud families, our esteemed faculty and staff. I'm Julie Grissom, the principal of Complete Tutoring and Mentoring Academy. It is my distinct honor to stand before you today to celebrate the incredible achievements of the graduating class of 2025 and to offer my heartfelt congratulations to every one of you. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. We are here to celebrate the incredible journey of these young people and the many milestones they have achieved. From early school days to the present, we've watched our students. They've grown, they've learned, they've blossomed into the remarkable individuals that you are today. As your principal, I'm incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished. I want to express my sincere gratitude to our teachers, staff, and parents for their unwavering support and guidance. Thank you for believing in our students and helping them reach their full potential. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, I encourage you to embrace the opportunities that lie ahead. Remember the lessons you have learned, the values you have embraced, and the friendships that you have forged. Go forth, make your mark on the world. Be kind, be compassionate, and never stop learning. The world needs your talents, your creativity, and your unique perspectives. Chadwick Boseman once said, "Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way. They're only meant to shape you for your purpose. Never be afraid to fail, for it is through our failures that we learn and grow. There are going to be times, many times, as you step towards your purpose that you will be tested. You will find your purpose and it will bring you a great life. Not always an easy life, but a fulfilled, purposeful life of meaning. As you transition to your future life beyond school, whatever that may be, you must remember this. Know who you are, be proud of who you are, and be the best possible example of yourself to really set your mark on the world. Congratulations, class of 2025, on your graduation. We are incredibly proud of each one of you. May your future be filled with joy, success, and fulfillment. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Grissom. Before I introduce our student speaker, I'd like to turn your attention to the program. There is a poem on the inside, and it's titled "Listen to the Mustn'ts" by Shel Silverstein. It's a very matter-of-fact poem about what seems impossible is, in fact, possible. And the poem seems to challenge adults to think twice before they tell a young person that something is out of reach. And it also suggests to young adults that anything is possible, even when circumstances seem otherwise. I have to say the Pacers when I say that sentence. Go Pacers, right? So the poem reads, "Listen to the mustn'ts, child. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves, then listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be." So I am now very proud to introduce our student speaker, the Mustn'ts child, Ms. Kennedy McLeod.
All right. My name is Kennedy McLeod. I'm proud to be your student speaker today. I would like to start by saying congratulations to everyone on accomplishing something that will mark a great historical moment for yourself and for others. Many of us have been told since we were younger and through our whole teenage years to stay in school, get an education, and maybe even attend college. But when we aren't told is that a bad life situation can lead to us to drop out of school, lose our focus on education. Situations like being placed in foster care, having to fend for yourself as a young child, negative or unsupportive family environment, and other similar circumstances can cause one to lose hope. While some of you may not have these negative experiences, please remember that many students actually do. I myself am one of them. I had a very rough walk in life that others around me couldn't see. I was a baby when, just hold one moment. I was a baby when I went to foster care, and I had to move home several times. I was in and out of juvenile detention center every single year of my teenage years, literally. I was often suicidal also. At age 15, I found myself homeless and back into the foster care system. I was ashamed and embarrassed to be back in the system as an innocent child. However, after being placed at emergency shelter care placement called Firefly, that's when I realized there were so many in the foster care system that have had the same walk of life as me. This made me feel like I had a community, and I wasn't alone. I left emergency shelter care and went to a residential facility for 8 months because no foster home wanted someone with my history. That facility was Jabot and Terre Haute. There I met 3 staff members, Lindsay, Dee, and Diamond. Love you too, girl. These 3 staff members inspired me in ways I never knew someone could. They helped me see the importance of education and told me about college, and they also gave me information on becoming a CNA. I was so inspired that I had the thought that I wanted to follow into their footsteps because I didn't have any role models of my own. To follow in their footsteps, I had to finish school. My school experience had been so poor, they didn't work for me. Finally, my educational liaison, Ramla Hampton from Kids Voice, suggested I attend the CTM Academy. I didn't think any school could help me, but I was wrong. Not only did the CTM give me support to get through my classes, but I also met other foster children while attending their monthly events. Again, I connected with my community while catching up on school. Here I stand before you today, as me and my classmates can relate. No mother, literally, no father, literally, raised in the foster care system, on probation at one point, and with no direction. But with support, even the smallest amount of support can transform the lives of a young person. No longer do I identify myself as a foster child with a troubled past. Instead, I identify myself as a high school graduate who have been accepted and will attend Kentucky State University in the fall. Yo, yeah, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yo, big baby. All right. My major is nursing, and I'm also almost complete with my CNA through the CTM Academy. I would also like to take a moment to give thanks to God for always believing in me and guiding me to success. I ain't done, y'all. Like, hey. I want to give thanks to my foster care village of providers, everyone at the CTM Academy for helping us reach our fullest potential and not giving up on us because of our past or because of our poor academic standing. Graduates, I would like to close by saying that you are not defined by your past, but your future is what you make it. I want y'all to listen closely. The choice is yours. Where you step is where you will be. Choose wisely and step wisely. Class of 25! Because I know summer just begun. Till we see the sun. 3-5 in the...
Thank you, Kennedy. And I just wanted to add to that even before we approached students about speaking at our graduation, Kennedy contacted me, and she already had her speech written. She said, "Miss Shanae, I want to be a speaker. I have my speech prepared. Let me read it to you." I thought to myself, okay, I have never had a student pre-write a speech and politely inform me that she was going to be the student speaker. So with that determination, I know she will be Nurse McLeod in 4 years. So at this time, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker, Magistrate Beth Jansen from the Marion County Courts.
I am hesitant to follow Miss Kennedy. But good evening, everyone. Staff and faculty of CTM Academy, graduates, special guests, honored guests, and a special thank you to Miss Shanae Golden for the invitation to speak here tonight. My name is Beth Jansen. I have been a magistrate judge in Marion Superior Courts for 24 years. I was a DCS attorney for 5 years before that, and an officer in the U.S. Army for 10 years prior to that. I am honored and humbled to be here today. It is a joyful and remarkable event, and you are treating it as such, and that is refreshing. This evening in celebration is about you, your remarkable journey, your personal growth, your desire to be better and move forward. And you have. You made it, and not just across the stage. You made it across every statistic that said you wouldn't be here. You made it across every doubt that you had, that your family and support network may have had, that the system might have had. And now your story includes strength, perseverance, and one of the most important qualities, in my opinion, resilience. I want to talk to you today about two things and leave you with a motto. The two things I want to speak to you about are reality and choice. The odds were not in your favor. Most people outside this room have no idea what you've been through. The pressures, the system not treating you kindly, the absence of peace. But you've lived it, you felt it, and today you showed it doesn't define you. I came across a Chinese proverb that said, "You cannot prevent the birds of sorrow from flying over your head, but you can prevent them from building nests in your hair." I believe that each of you have done that. The other thing I wanted to speak to you about was choices and what you do next. I'm going to tell you something that in my preparation and in my seeing this, I realize now you know already. The elevator to success is broken. You've got to take the stairs. And that's my motto today. Take the stairs. And that's not just for you graduates, it's for everyone in the back. Take the stairs. They're cold, they're steel, they're creaky, it's lonely, there's no one else on the stairwell, it's physically tiresome. But I'm asking you to continue to take the stairs. If you're looking for a shortcut, don't. The shortcut doesn't bring strength, it doesn't build discipline, it doesn't teach you who you really are. The stairs do. There is a quote from President Franklin, and he says, "A smooth sea never made for a skilled sailor." Think about that. A smooth sea never made for a skilled sailor. Graduates, you are skilled sailors on this ocean of life already. I take that quote to mean that challenging experiences are the most educational and therefore the most beneficial. What does take the stairs mean? Does it mean physically take the stairs, even if you've got to get to the 7th floor? Maybe. What it means is, do the difficult thing. At work, don't just show up. Be the first one there. Look for a better way to do things at home, at work, and at your next school setting. Attend the meeting. Take away one new thought or concept from whatever situation you're in, from the speaker, from you. My take the stair advice to my own children: you're not going to like this. Put the phone down. Go outside for half an hour. Write a thank you note. Look at someone in the eye and express your gratitude. That's taking the stairs, because people don't like to do that. It's kind of awkward. I'm asking you to take the stairs. So getting back to the choices, choose to dream big, choose to speak loud. After this evening, walk like your support network and back and your ancestors prayed for this moment, because they did. And lead and make choices like there's a whole generation watching you, because they are. And continue to take the stairs. Thank you so much. Congratulations, and well done.
Thank you so much for that message. Sounds like what I say to my kids as well. So to begin our student appreciation, Mr. Jaden Bonner, please take the stage and set the tone for this portion of the ceremony.
Hello, my name is James Bonner, and I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of, can I pick it up? All right, on behalf of the entire graduating class to thank our village. We are all here standing before you as graduates, but each of us had someone who helped us along the way. Maybe it was your parent, or in my case, my children. So at this time, we'd like to recognize the village. That's it.
As Jaden said, yes, everyone has a village. Maybe it's your parent or it's your child. He actually contacted me and said, "Can I walk the stage with my children?" I said, "Absolutely." So as Kennedy pointed out, maybe it's someone from your past that sparked your interest in education, and that's your village. Maybe it was the absence of family members that made you more committed to do something different. But no matter who that person or who those people are, no person is self-made. And we are all here because of someone else. So at this time, the CTM Academy staff will pass out flowers to everyone here in attendance. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being the wind beneath these students' wings. Staff, please assist.
It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me
Miss Amanda. Some had their hand up. Miss Amanda, some had their hand up. Who had their hands up over here? Right there. Okay, raise them high one more time. Thank you. Okay, seniors, are we ready to graduate? Okay, at this time, I'll ask Ms. Devon Hill to come read the names of our graduates. Miss Mary, Miss Latoya, please line our students up.
Zachary Abbott, Kayla Aho, Scott Arbuckle, Kaylee Axley, Dylan Barrett, Desiree Beckham, Tynese Blackman, Jaden Anthony Terrell Bonner, Alexis Boyer, Caitlin Renee Brown, Shamaya Brown. Accepting her diploma is her mother, Shanae Brown. Lyric Chad, Jeria Heaven Marie Chandler, Nevaeh Kraft, Jerica Crum, Rachel Cunningham, Dominic Daniel, Ringo Dang, King Jadine Dennis, Caden Ingalls, Luis Espinoza Jr., Anthony Ford, Charles Forrest Radcliffe, Jamarion Frederick, Caden M. Fry, Durrell Gregory Gregory Fuquay III. Araki Gajigo. James Franklin Glass III. Austin Jurgis. Joseph Goodwin. April Grimm. Sincere Hall. Cade Hall. Madison Mackenzie Hilliard. Bamonte Holt. Kendall Horan. Kasia Therese Horton. Kamari Horton. Lavion Daza Hunt. Austin Huntley. Traylon Jameson. Alea Nairi Jefferson. Rashida Kentrella Jenkins. Okay. Alexia Johnson. Tarek A. Johnson. Okay. Tylasia Regine Johnson. Anthony Jones. Haley Jones. Kylie Jones. Chase Kasmer. Kamaya Lene Lauderdale. Cameron Levon Lauderdale. Devon A. Lombardi. Datrion Y. Lumpkins. Danila Laverne Ann Martin. Shakira Madlock. Caitlin Mayo. Kennedy McLeod. Jalen LaShawn McEntee. Layla Mickens. Elazar Morales Manuel. Brooklyn Murphy. Anthony Nanez. Deanye T. Nelson. Anthony Nichols. Caden Nichols. Daryl Reed Orr. Jorlyn Page. Chloe Diane Perkins. Christian Lamont Porter. Ocean Robert. Daniel Robertson. Lashaya Danielle Rose. Eli Ruggenstein. Patsy Jane Sailors. Bryson Shelton. Olivia Sherfield. Anitra Smith. Stanley Thang. Andre Thomas. Josiah Thomas. Erica Tillman. Caleb Tishner. Cariel Townsell. Beyonce Wafill. William Webb. Dontarius Deshaun Wesley. Eric Wims Lewis. And accepting the honorary diploma for Terrion Mays are his parents, Rufus and Margaret Downey.
We'll get started in just a moment, getting our last pictures. Okay. So last year, during commencement, I started reading a book from Dr. Seuss titled, "Oh, the Places You'll Go." Now, I know we're familiar with Dr. Seuss books. I know we can name some, Horton Hears a Who, other classics. But Dr. Seuss wrote this at the age of 87, and unlike his other whimsical tales, this book outlines life's struggles, its ups and downs, and it outlines if you persevere, you'll overcome these obstacles and do just fine. So all the students will get a copy of this, but I'm just going to highlight a few areas, okay? Just a few areas. And again, students, you'll all get a copy to take home. I still have students contact me and say, "Miss Shanae, I read that book when I was feeling kind of low, and it helped me." And I think it could help some adults here too. It's an awesome book. All right, so I'll be brief, but it starts, "Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction that you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the person who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets. Look them over with care. About some streets you will say, 'I don't choose to go there.' With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down the not-so-good streets." We know what those streets are. Not so good streets, not so good people, not so good places. We're too smart to go down that road. Then it goes on to talk about how you're going to do great. It says you won't lag behind. You'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang, and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, it's sad, but it's true. that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You'll get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. So now we're kind of going into the part of our lives where things aren't going so great. So Dr. Seuss says, you'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump. And the chances are then you'll be stuck in a slump. And when you're in this slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. Then the book talks about how confused you will feel at times. Okay? You'll feel confused. And so it reads, you'll come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not. I'm afraid you will find for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across wild, weirdish space, headed, I fear, towards a most useless place, the waiting place. What's the waiting place? The waiting place is where you're just waiting for something to happen good. You're waiting for your next big break. It's waiting for something positive to happen, the phone to ring so that you can get that job. Just, you're waiting. So Dr. Seuss says, you know, you're waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for your hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting, waiting, waiting. So he continues and says, but no, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find brighter places where the boom bands are playing. So now it's getting upbeat, things are going well, and it just goes on and talks about things are going to go back in your direction. Oh, the places you'll go, there is fun to be done, there are points to be scored, there are games to be won, and the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. You'll be famous as can be, with the whole world watching, like you're on TV. And then, as the book closes, it says, except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not. Alone will be something that you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, though the hawk-and-cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On you will go, and you will go far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with great care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. I think everyone here over the age of 30 knows that. Life's a great balancing act. And you will succeed. Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. So the last page. So be your name Buxom or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Alley, Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Now, I changed some names on this, so graduates, listen up. I changed the last page to add some of the graduate names. So how about we end it with this? So be your name Anthony, or Chase, or Jariah, or Caden, or Brooklyn, Nevaeh, Datrion, or Jaden. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Ms. Shanae, for that impactful farewell. We have one more award to present on behalf of your family, your parents. It's an Education and Excellence Award. It reads, in recognition of her innovative educational achievements in developing a non-traditional program and founding an accredited school geared to educating and helping youth and young adults discover their paths and lead successful lives. Shanae Golden.
Okay, who's responsible for this? You can't tell. All right, well, thank you. This was certainly a shock. I do what I do because I love to help people. I love to help our students. And if you think outside the box, there's always a solution. So we just keep trying to problem solve until we get there. But thank you. I've never received an award for my work, so I thank you very much to the anonymous people who gave this to me. And now the changing of the tassel, Miss Julie Grissom.
Thank you, Ms. Shanae. Folks, what a wonderful honor. I would like to give her another round of applause. How awesome. And now, as we've come to the end of this special day, we approach a tradition that has marked the end of each graduating class for generations. It is a symbol of completion and a new beginning. So please stand. A few reminders before we change the tassels. Audience members, please remain seated and wait until the graduates have left the auditorium before leaving your seat so we can take our class picture. Also, there'll be cupcakes in the next room behind the partition. Help yourself. At this time, it is my honor to ask you to move your tassels from the right to the left as you are now a graduate of the CTM Academy. Congratulations.